AI is going to take your job, and crypto will allow you not to need a job. CZ from Binance stated this. I'm going to break down my truths and what I believe about this statement. Remember, my truth, my understanding, my research. I'm just a dude on the internet trying to get my shit together like everybody else. But I have freed my family financially through crypto, through understanding what money is, understanding massive economic cycles, and understanding that what you get paid in is someone else's debt. And the dollar's collapsed 96 to 97%. So I finally woke up. So is AI going to take your job? Yes. It is going to rewire how we do business, how humans interact. And if people aren't reskilling and understanding how AI is going to affect their income, which is debt, you may get caught off guard the next 3 to 4 years. Because what took 18 years will now take 3 years. What takes 3 years and 3 years will take 3 months because of AI technology. The second statement, crypto will make you not need a job. I'll tell you what crypto did for my family and my life. I'll also share with you what crypto did to many people. So first of all, let's talk about what crypto did to other people. What I saw happen from 2020 to 2022 in the bull run, I saw people buy Lambos, watches, and flex increase their lifestyle. And those people are struggling today because 2025 didn't go the way they thought it would. And they didn't build an ecosystem. And they're fighting and scratching and crawling and losing faith because there was no system, there was no design, there was no discipline, and there was no defense. What we did was different. That's why 2025, we celebrated the red because we bought and we bought. And I hope that it stays red for a longer period of time. And I know that pisses you off, but when you start to understand what I'm talking about, it will make you wealthy. You do not get wealthy in green, you get wealthy in red. Write that down. So, what we did from 2020 to 2022 is we got disciplined. We got out of a vertical strategy. We realized that my income, when I trade labor, I'm getting paid in debt. So, if I'm getting paid in debt, they took away 24% of your purchasing power because of inflation from 2020 to 2023. And why the hell would I take income and buy liabilities? I took my income, took my profits from crypto, which changed our lives, and I bought more cash flow. I didn't buy stuff. I didn't lifestyle creep. I bought more assets and more cash flow. It was not easy. It was difficult, but it was worth it because the price appreciation was unnatural. And it will happen again. There'll be a moment where boom, it's going to start shooting up and it's unnatural. But your psyche, if you haven't built wealth, is going to want to buy stuff because you're so suppressed. You've been waiting so long. So you're going to buy the Lambo and the watch. You're going to prove to everybody, fuck you, I did it. And nobody cares. And I know that's going to piss you off, but nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit what kind of car I drive. That's why I don't show my lifestyle. Nobody cares what my house looks like. Nobody cares. And shit, when I post these videos, I'm talking to myself. I know we all want to believe everybody's going to think this is the greatest video when we post something. Nobody cares. Half of you won't even ever make it this long in my videos. That's okay. What I care about is speaking my truth. This is the era of authenticity. So I digress. So what we did was key. I took income, I created cash flow. I moved cash flow and income into assets, which are offensive. Offense goes up and down. They trained you to invest in just the 401k. That's going to save you. That's offensive. It goes up and down. What happened to our parents that were trying to retire in 2006, 2008? They got effed. But that's not what the elites are doing. They're not putting their money in a 401k. They're moving with the economic cycles. They get the printed money at the top, it's cheap, and it comes all the way down. And when it gets to us, it's expensive. So we get the most expensive money. We get paid in someone else's debt. They encourage us to get a 30-year mortgage, an auto loan, and a credit card, borrowing against our future labor as they buy assets. They move with the economic cycles. When you're coming in to get rich quick in the offensive, they're selling you their assets. They're going into P, protection, to weather the collapse and cycle. You're not going to beat the cycle, guys. It's always been and it always will be. We developed cash flow with our income, moved our cash flow out of a deflationary fake currency to assets that we believed were going to beat inflation. When they beat inflation, we pulled profits. We pulled it into P, protection, defense, because we knew there would be a cycle. And all the people who rushed in to get rich quick now realize they're getting wrecked and they start panic selling. We borrow over here after the foundation is built and we buy more cash flow, assets. We go through the cycle again. So again, you get rich when it's red, not when it's green. You have to train your brain. Invert it. Invert it, guys. If you invert everything in the 3D world, you will see the truth. Jesus Christ came back after 18 years and flipped the Old Testament into the New Testament. He inverted it. They tell you to look this way, look this way. They tell you to get a good credit score because you want to be a good debtor. You might say, why do they want me to do that? Study how banks make money, interest income, fee income, and capital markets income. That's why they're deathly afraid of the Clarity Act, deathly afraid of crypto companies. They're deathly afraid of the Genius Act, deathly afraid of World Liberty Financial and Trump's new financial ecosystems that's decentralized. But the fact is, they're not going to stop it, guys. So will AI take your job? Yes. Will crypto save you? I don't know. But what will save you is understanding how to create cash flow, how to invest in assets that beat inflation, how to protect those assets and pull profits, and how to leverage after you've built the ecosystem to buy more assets and cash flow. That's how you become free. That's what the elites are doing. I invented Capel DR. That's the system that beats the system. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Top assets are XRP, Bitcoin, WLFI, Solana, HBAR, XLM, and VeChain. I'm going to be consolidating into the top four. I'm going to go hyper focused. The only ones I'm buying right now is XRP, Bitcoin, WLFI, and Solana. XRP, bridge currency. Bitcoin, my store of value, like gold. WLFI, access to the new banking decentralized system that I think is going to change the way banking operates. And Solana, a layer one. Simple. You don't need a bunch of different cryptos. The next best thing is not the next best thing. You're the exit liquidity. And stop believing the hype and hopium. They're here to wreck you. Stocks are XXI and American Bitcoin ABTC. As you can see, digital assets is my zone of competency. You should only invest in what your zone of comp. Don't do it because some bearded hippie dude that comes on here every single day and repeats himself does it. Do it because you believe in it. Because if you don't, you're going to panic sell. If you don't, you're going to get wrecked. If you don't, you're going to sell at the wrong time. You won't understand what Warren Buffett says. Buy when there's blood in the streets. If you can't be patient for 3 to 5 years, then don't even try it. Just stay in the indoctrination system, trade time for money, bury yourself in debt. But if you truly want to free your family, get your shit together. Build some protection and defense. When everybody's running from the fire, run into it. Everybody's hyped up and excited. Get the hell out. I love you guys. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. God bless you.